What's the word? Damn it! Now it's gonna bug me. Whatever. It's like a word for like spin-offs or side trajectory, whatever.
Iterations.
It was a cool word. No one to use it, but now it's gone. But like tapioca and shit. We got vanilla pudding, but we'll
hey,
put a little
audience,
shit
you
in
got
it.
the
You know what
word?
word
Cody was thinking.
Put it in
of.
the comments.
Yeah.
And then hit that like button and subscribe. And click on that bell so you know when we post a new video.
So you get
Thank
notifications.
you.
All right. We are live.
All right.
But anyway.
We find ourselves here again staring down a bunch of beverages of the alcoholic variety.
Indeed.
They look pretty similar in color.
Yeah, these do look pretty similar, actually.
Bourbon, and bourbon. He knows. He knows it all. Always does.
Yeah, you know me. And we have a dinner appointment. We have an engagement to get to, so we should get started.
That stings the nose a little bit. It could just be that I'm not used to it.
Brown sugar, vanilla.
So,
Corn and powdered sugar. Maybe citrus, orange.
It's a really nice, strong, like really aromatic nose because it's not like subtle. I can smell it like before I even get to the rim of the glass. Yeah, this is we often refer to these types kind of like confectionery, and yeah, powdered sugar.
yeah, maybe it's the vanilla and sugar, but I got maybe a hint of marshmallow.
It's fair. Maybe toasted marshmallow.
Maybe a little bit of rye. It smells sort of reminiscent of an MGP, but a little more corn and like sugary. But I think I get a little orange and a little rye, a little oak.
I'm happy about it.
Doesn't seem too proofy. I don't know.
Oh, and they're off. Hold on.
Well, I didn't drink it.
Hold on.
Guess who? Guess who started first?
Pretty much how it smelled.
It tastes a lot more rye than it smelled to me.
Get some orange zest or citrus at the very end.
It's a good sweet note that carries through way deep into the finish. Decently long finish too, and now I'm getting a little bit of residual heat.
Like sweet corn, orange, rye, a little bit of leather, even, I think. A little oak.
Those are fair. I really like this one, actually.
I'm getting a little
strong right off the bat.
Definitely some oak and actually like almost tree bark to me. It's not like a dill type rye. It's more of like a little more leafy, grassy, spicier rye, like actual rye, like toast. Yeah, a little peppery. Okay.
All right.
Number 2.
Oh, hold on. Cut. My Dr. Pepper. Waiter.
Cut for that.
Here's your lukewarm Dr. Pepper.
Lukewarm.
Oh.
Sarsaparilla, whatever the heck
Oh,
they put in this crap.
Dr. Pepper
Not
tastes
good chaser.
good. Warm or cold.
Feel all better now?
Yeah. What about you, T-Rex? Yeah, I feel so great. Let's get back to the bourbon drinking. And that's what T-Rex sounds like.
Smells
Okay.
about the same to me, except if you took the orange and made it like plum. I still get like corn, I still get...
Like a dark fruit.
I still get corn and that like powdered sugar, and I still get a little...
Seems a little more subtle to me, but of course it's the second one, so I'm probably acclimated to smell whiskey.
It's like the same thing, but if you, instead of like the bright citrus, you made it like a little bit of a darker, like plum, or that smells like kind of this, just real similar in all the other ways.
Pretty similar, yeah. It's a little. It's still. I do think it's a little softer. It doesn't have quite as much woody note to it.
Maybe
it has
Fig
something.
Newton or something.
Not quite as sweet.
Something like that.
Yeah, not quite as sweet. Like almost more, a little bit of like an almond taste. Similar, but yeah, more subdued. All right, there he goes, Ricky.
A lot different on the palate.
Yeah, that's like really corny.
I didn't get quite as much on the mouth. It like tastes darker than it smelled. Not super sweet, but like a molassesy kind of like dark.
Yeah, I would agree. Molasses.
Like a fig molasses. Not sweet though. Damn it.
Yeah, I like a mulligan on that corn. I don't really get it that much. No.
Like peppermint or something on it too. Like in the background, just like amongst the other things to. You know what I mean? Like the main thing is like the molasses and the like the plum fig kind of darker, maybe a bit of pastry sort of. But then I also get like just a little bit of like somebody had a big glass of it and then somebody dropped like one drip of like peppermint extract into it. Just so
yeah, I was actually gonna say like
mintiness to it.
Chiming in on and for me not so much peppermint, but I get like this kind of reminds me a little bit of like a thin mint because it's like it's almost like a dark. I'm not sure I want to go quite as far as chocolate, but like if you have that mixed with mint underneath, it's kind of that sensation.
I really like this one too. Is this the bourbons of the gods selection? Is that what we got going on here?
Maybe this could be right up your alley. Possibly this could be Rick's thing. Huh?
Get ready for the illustration or whatever.
Oh man,
graphic.
There's just so much work, Cody, and they never look good.
It's like you took like a fig, like the jam they put in a fig Newton,
Yeah.
but you like kind of like ferment, like not fermented. It's not funky, but you aged it a little bit. It's a little more dark, and then you poured drizzle a little molasses on it, and then you crumbled up just a little bit of the fig Newton like pastry thing.
Yeah.
And then you put a drip of peppermint at the end and mix it up somehow, even though those are all solid things.
Up, yeah, I'll definitely animate all of that.
It's those things. I can't quite put my finger on. It's like that one. What was that? Was that Balcones where it was like super dark but weird? I don't know. It's like a dark soy molasses fig kind of. I don't know.
No.
Tarry kind of like substance-y. I don't get a ton of other fruit from it.
All right.
Numero tres.
This one was like the first one, but more muted, less citrus, more vanilla.
Less rye.
Corn.
Yeah.
A little more perfumey.
Maybe some bread in there. Like.
Yeah. A little bit of like a whole grain wheat bread, kind of moist.
Main things I get is like corn and vanilla.
I'm not getting nearly the vanilla on that one as compared to one. Man, going back to one. One is just rye. This one does not smell like rye at all.
Tastes just like it smells. It's a little more muted than the other two.
It's almost watery compared to the other two.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't go that far for myself. It just the flavors aren't as like pronounced. It's like almost like kind of all mixed into one.
This is like, I mean, to me, this is. I'm gonna stick with the watery compared to the other two. It's not to say this is a watery whiskey,
Yeah.
but just after the first two, following those, and then it's a lot. It's a bit lighter. It's also a bit brighter, and it's thinner. Doesn't have quite the mouthfeel.
Basically tastes like, I don't know, like muted sweet corn.
This to me, I mean, this is almost a little bit more like syrup, like corn syrup. If you just grabbed like a big handful of like fruit snacks and you didn't like separate them by color or anything, like I know many of them don't have different flavors based on color anyway. But if you just grabbed a big mess of them and stuck them in your mouth, like the thing that they would all share, that corn syrupy kind of candy-like flavor is what it reminds me of.
I don't dislike it. It's just,
It's pretty good.
yeah. I think I like the first two better though, so far.
I would agree. Definitely some orange, maybe like almost bordering on like tangerine, something even like a little clementine, a little sweeter. It just, to me, is a little thinner. It doesn't have the finish. It doesn't seem as boozy, but I don't know. I'm starting to think that these are all pretty similar booze-wise, and it was just that first one hit me hard. All right, number 4.
All right.
Ah.
Number 4. Don't be a. You know,
That's fair.
This one seems
smells
pretty,
like.
has a lot of depth to it, but it's still kind of similar to the others.
Still get that powdered sugary kind of,
Yeah, I was gonna say brown sugar.
but I don't know. It's almost more muted than the third one to me.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Like, I don't even hardly get corn. I'm not sure what I get.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm getting like a bit of mintiness, like a stick of spearmint gum. But it's like at the very end. If you gotta like stick your nose in, and you gotta take a real deep breath.
And there's like maybe faint, like earthiness, maybe. I don't even know about that.
It's gonna sound weird, but I get a little bit of like almost like a pickle for a second, right off the top, and then it smooths out.
In taste?
No, although I was tasting it because I thought we had moved on to taste already.
Oh wow,
No, but
Mr. Big.
that comment was based on the smell.
Swinging.
Oh yeah, Cody does it 3 times in a row. I accidentally do it, and now I'm big swinging dick man.
Yeah.
What we can gather is I'm the only man of innocence
Of
here.
character
Pendulum
and integrity. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely getting the pickle now that I've picked that out. Like,
Yeah. Definitely dill
In the taste or the smell?
taste.
Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
I don't know what else there is. I guess corn, but
I get a little bit of like barrel, but it's not really. It doesn't come off to me as like char.
Yeah. Dill and barrel.
Forever.
it's like
Should we do some
it's like
hints?
somebody aged some corn juice in some oak, and then somebody took a spear dill pickle and went and rinsed it through, and then they went with some powdered sugar.
Are you feeling it already?
Yeah.
Ricky's getting red nosed.
And initially, this
Maybe
is
a half a notch sweeter than I remember.
I think it's a half a notch spicier than I remember. But
Well, I did
It's
say
not.
it was like spearmint
yeah,
the first time around. Maybe that's coming through.
the only one that I think I actually have like issue with the palate. It's like kind of sour dill. It's almost like a little fake sweetness.
like you ever had like
and
good
little
ha-
earthy.
Like Splenda or something.
Yeah, something. And then like
It's
a
like-
little earthy. Like
oh,
tree
Ricky
bark or
finished
something.
it. Okay, so I'm back to. I think
Mm.
I said thin mint on this one, and
Yeah.
I already smell like kind of a chocolatiness to it. Yeah, I mean this is like
It's
a little
kind
bit
of corn's coming
cocoa.
back through.
Like
now
corn's
that I'm
writing
smelling
it.
again.
I think I said brightness the first time.
God, so
Like
much powdered
someone,
sugar at the front there for a second.
Someone put an ice cream sundae in front of you as vanilla ice cream and molasses on the top.
Fresh and like firm vanilla bean ice cream.
with figs and
With
molasses.
like figs and plums on the top or something.
and
Yeah.
molasses.
Yeah.
There's it on top.
A little on the sweet side, but traditional bourbon flavor to me. It's missing a little bit of the earthier notes. It doesn't have like much of a leatheriness to it.
Maybe a slight burn at the end, but it's like
Yeah, corn and orange and dill, baby.
Yeah, there's that citriness,
Ooh.
citrusiness.
Powdered sugar. There's even a little bit of dusty mustiness there at the end. The first time around. Wait.
Hint number 1. Against your will. One of these is Cody's.
No. I'll
Ricky
get,
recently went to Disney World. Hopefully by now we've had an opportunity to put it in a video. But I doubt it.
I told you.
'Cause some people
I told
aren't
you
men of their words.
a chest mount,
I see Ricky as
Yeah.
just...
like a GoPro chest mount.
Uh-huh.
I see
Dude.
Ricky in any situation as just basically Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
And just kind of like...
You would have.
like very easly distracted
Yeah.
and like having his attention pulled in different directions.
That's why I was.
and then he runs off like scoots.
Well, like it would
running, leaning
be. It
back.
would be technically.
I'm narrowing.
I
in.
wish it was more creative, but I
Me
think
too.
I got my ranking.
I think me and you are the same, Mickey.
I'm trying to have some fun around here.
Well, there's plenty of time for that.
Okay.
No, I disagree. Life's short.
Cody,
Adrian's gonna
go
kill us
first.
on the
Go
ride-
first, Cody.
on the right there, because he's hammered.
I'm having a bit of difficulty in narrowing this down.
I'm going straight ticket, straight down the line.
Yep,
baby.
there you go, baby.
Right
That's the way to go.
down the
Meaning-
line.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who was that?
So 4 was your worst?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That sour dill taste, I don't dig. 1 is very well-rounded. I like
So complex.
citrus. I like orange. It's got the rye. I like regular kind of a rye taste. Seems fairly complex, well-rounded. It reminds me a bit of a Remus or of an MGP. 2 is like
2
the
was
one
like
that's the most different.
Just as complex, but more
Yes.
molasses and dark.
Yes, it's
fruits.
darker.
Saturated too.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's got that powdered sugar still as well. I tend to go more for the citrus things, I think, typically.
Yeah.
So I liked the 1 a little better, but they're both complex, and I like all the flavors in them. I have no complaints on either of them. 3 was the first one that it's a little lackluster as far as, like, there's no pronounced flavors, really. We said, like, maybe corn, maybe orange, maybe a little chocolate mint or something.
It was like number 1, but muted and.
Yeah, and like
diluted.
slightly different, but it was still good. And then 4, the finish was really nice and complex, but the upfront palate I just didn't really enjoy. It was like corn and like a sour.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
hear 4 again, Cody? Okay. We're basically in agreement, but except I will switch 3 and 4.
Okay.
So 1 and 2 definitely win.
Yep.
3 is by majority vote next, and then 4 is last.
Wait, what did
Yep.
you vote, Rick?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys both have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Straight
I'm
down
doing
the
1, 2, 4,
Straight
3.
ticket, baby. Screw that other side.
Any
Yeah.
idea?
I don't care who they bring forward.
Any idea what the theme
Fuck 'em.
is?
Corn and sugar.
Bourbons.
Bourbons with corn and sugar, made with corn and sugar.
High rye content?
Okay.
Because I don't know.
So last place, although I picked it as my third, Stellum Rye Blend,
Oh.
which is a store pick out of Georgia. It's the Stellum Rye version.
Georgia peaches.
So this is regular green label rye. Number 3 by vote would be Cody's bottle, Stellum Bourbon. Blue label,
Yeah, I was a
not a
little-
store pick.
I'm a little disappointed with it. I like it overall. You know, it's got like it has like a citrus.
I didn't dislike any of these.
When I had it,
bourbons.
I had it myself, I thought I thought of was like maple syrup.
Yeah.
Didn't get that at all when I tried it now. But
Wow. Okay, I'm really surprised. Really surprised at 1
You
and
threw
2.
a curveball, Cody.
Threw me a curveball, and I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah.
And number 2 overall is Fibonacci Blend Stellum Rye Black Label, which means number 1 is Equinox Blend Stellum Bourbon Black Label.
The
theme
bourbon
is Stellar
for the
Stellum.
heroes.
All Stellums. So we have now had regular rye, regular bourbon, the Black Label rye, and the Black Label bourbon. And they placed in exactly the order that most critics put them in.
you know, the only thing that this makes me think of and ponder is what kind of mess your life is in.
Well,
If you have 3 different random I never heard of Stellums, then
you never heard of the Stellum Black?
You gotta level the playing field, man. How's a man who doesn't know a damn thing about bourbon supposed to guess that these are all Stellums? I don't know what a Stellum is.
Okay, so what's really interesting to me is that this one I thought was for sure a rye,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a big dumb idiot because it's not a rye. The rye was the second one. Rick
That
and Cody,
explains the dark.
you guys picked these in the exact order. Well, there's a little bit of dispute which is better between the rye and the bourbon, the regular rye and regular bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
that would have made more sense to me. The theme, if number 2 didn't seem so different from the others. Number 2 was like dark. The rest of them were like citrusy and corn, and it was totally different.
So Fibonacci Blend is a mixture of 6 ryes, and I think it's 3 bourbons. I can't remember.
Although, hey,
The only reason it's called Equinox is because I think it's barreled on the Equinox. But let's do proof review real quick. So the black, the Equinox is 117 proof, highest proof. Stellum Black Label Rye is 115 proof. Cody's bourbon is, do you know, Cody?
This is probably 115-ish.
Yeah, it's
He doesn't
114.98.
even know what he buys.
Nope.
115 basically. And the Rigel blend, and Rigel is just the name that they give. They give a different name. It's like hurricanes. They give a different name based on what season it is. This is 117, so that's actually the highest, or 117.52. This is technically the highest. The regular,
They're all
the regular
about the
rye.
same.
But yeah, these are all very close. So like proof isn't going to be that different. To me, the proof was felt more on 1 and 2. They're all cask strength basically.
Yeah. Cask blast.
I think the blacks are basically older, but that's the main difference between all of these. A regular Stellum is like what, 60?
Like 55.
It's like whatever, 55, 60. We'll wait for Ricky here. Get his big old white ass out of the way.
We're still filming. Oh shoot.
Why'd you pull your penis out? What are you doing, Ricky? What am I being subjected to right now?
Onlyfans.com / underscore
Reynolds. Onlyreach.com. These are like an extra 50% more expensive than the other two, the two on the left. So they're like 90 or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, they're considerably more expensive. They did place higher. So that's, I guess the question is, how much better are they than, like, how much better are 1 and 2 than 3 and 4?
It seemed like to me 1 and 2 are head and shoulders above 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think we're probably all in agreement on that.
But I don't know if I'd want to pay $30 more. Maybe. Yeah, sure, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Adrian might miss out on his cheeseburger he's gonna get.
It's their specialty cheeseburger.
You've done this, Adrian. This is why we go to Asian places, so that you can't get cheeseburgers.
So I want to go there, and I want to know if their burger's better than anywhere else. That's how I tell how good of a restaurant it is. Well, then why are we going there to begin with?
Because
they can't make a good burger. It's really hard to make burgers. It's really hard to make a good burger. It's the first thing on their dinner menu.
Yeah, because
the
most
number
basic
one thing.
Bitch ass.
It's the number one thing. It's not cheap enough to be their basic.
Pizza again.
Yeah.
For tonight.
Well, it's just you, Cody, who's getting something fancy.
Sort of sweet, but not really. Well, I think it's either one or the other, Cody. I'm sorry.
There's a little
I'm just kidding.
There's a little caramel on the back end, and then like almost like glazing, but not like glazed donuts glazing. It's like
it's your donuts, man.
I'm gonna glaze your donut hole.
Yeah,
Ricky's jumping off the diving
I went
board
for the obvious low-hanging fruit there.
I'll go for your low-hanging fruit. Nibble, nibble.
Yeah.
You call this credit fodder.
Yeah.
Credit fodder.
Yep. A reason to stick around, viewers.
We don't just cut to credits. Yeah. We don't just cut to end card. We give you a little extra entertainment.
Happens to me.
The first 3 seasons of Kids in the Hall are on YouTube now. It's like free with ads, I think. So.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm telling you,
we need to watch those.
Maybe I have dementia.
Maybe we can do that. Let's watch Kids in the Hall tonight.
I'm the only person that I'm like trying to think something, and then like mid sentence, I forgot what the thing was, and then I know like something like tangentially related, and so I'm like, oh, it's like the. Oh, I don't know what that was
all the time.
Yeah, you forgot. You were trying to think of A, and then on the way to A, you thought of B, and then forgot B before you could explain B. So now you've forgotten both things. And
it's called Olay.
Well, I do that a lot. I do that like 3 times a day. Where I'm like, you know that artist? Who's that musician? They had the main song was, but he sounded like but now I can't remember that guy. Who's that guy? He had long hair and it was in the.
Just don't hurt yourself, man.
Like, never mind.
Go have a nap.
Like, never mind. Let's
just talk about Kurt Russell some more and Patrick Swayze. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Didn't you see the new guy at
What's his name?
The boat?
At the Queen Mary.
I saw
God.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Do you know who that guy
DJ
is?
Qualls, yes, that guy. Man,
Comment below if you've ever seen DJ Qualls.
and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like up.
You see that little bell? If you want to be notified whenever we post a new video, just
I
hit
know
that.
you see that little bell. Don't lie to me. You see it, and I know you see it.
I want a 300-word essay about every time you've seen DJ Qualls and what he was doing.
Hey Rick,
Like corn.
when you were in LA and you woke up, what was the first thing you saw? Elijah Wood!
Oh! God!
So
Do you find
I'm
yourself-
curious to hear what you guys have.
Don't-
Do you
straight.
find yourself touching your pee-pee whenever I'm on screen? That's okay.
It's only
I might start up an
It's
OnlyFans.
only natural. It'll be called onlynatural.com.
only Reynolds.
This whole channel
It's a
is
farce.
dumb.
It's a farce.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But there's
Hit the subscribe button, the
when you-
like button, and hit that little bell so